So in my previous video about the For Honor event, I was asking why people didn't like it or thought it was boring even, and it turned out that most people felt that once the bounties had been completed, there was no reason to farm these big guys anymore, and I guess that's absolutely true. So I decided to ask Techland if they could maybe tweak the event and maybe add something a bit rarer, so that we had more of an incentive to go back and fight these guys after completing the bounties, because to be fair, I really get now what people were saying about it. Once you've done that, although the combat itself is really cool and the warriors, have been implemented really well into the game, if they don't drop anything worthwhile, then there's really no point in wasting the effort in going back and fighting these guys. After all, they were mostly just dropping, 3 or 4 old world coins, or maybe even a single resource, or if you were really unlucky, nothing at all. So as far as I'm aware, the question was asked of the devs, and they said that they had already tweaked the event and were investigating why it hadn't made much difference, and they were still getting reports of very poor loot. Now, I went back on there tonight. It does seem as though they've gone back in and fixed it, if you can call it that, but yes, it's still pretty much a case of old world coins and the odd resource here and there, or both. You've got a lot more old world coins now. I'm getting sort of between 80 to 119 plus a resource, maybe even a poppy, which is quite rare, so that's worth it, but very random. However, is it good enough? Is it enough considering there's still a full 7 days left of the event? And to be honest, we're struggling to meet the global goal. We've just passed the 300 million mark. 7 days to go. I guess we might just about make it. But it's certainly not going to be a foregone conclusion of getting the 500 million that we need. And there certainly won't be an overkill this time like there was at the end of the Halloween event, because that was obviously really popular. Techland are still pushing this event on their socials. They posted again about it several times in the last few days on Twitter, and I left a comment saying that the event's pretty much dead unless they add some much better loot. Never got a response from them, funnily enough, and lots of people have seen this tweet of mine. They do seem to agree, and it's hard to see how the event is going to pick up again, considering that probably everyone who's got involved has completed the bounties now, and I would say it's pretty much dead. Such a shame. I loved the warriors. It was a great idea. It just fell short. All they had to do was make them drop some decent loot, even if it was just mutation samples that we could trade in for legend points or something. That would have been good enough for me. If we'd have got a decent amount of mutation samples and some scraps and this, that and the other, same as you would from like a volatile or something, that would have been fine. At least they would have been worth farming then. So as I say, I did love the event at first. I see what everyone's saying now, and it certainly is a missed opportunity. It's a tiny element, really. They could have added to have made it, last the full 2 weeks, and sadly, I don't think it's going to. So, anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, as always. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.